Hi, I'm Michael Smith for Nevada Trails. Tonight I have a very special show. I have Paola Rescino, and she's she owns a boutique called Piccolo Pete's at the Horizon Casino in State Line. And the reason she's on the show is I think she's a fantastic artist. Her specialty is handcrafted jewelry, and like you may have noticed on other shows, this is a druzy that my wife bought me, and it's a doozy of a druzy is what I kind of say. But it's so beautiful. And
it is, yes.
As a rock hound, I just kind of naturally gravitate to your store, and we had a psychic on the show a couple weeks ago, and she said that rocks choose you.
Yes.
Well, I do like a particular kind of rocks, and well, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, I was looking through the Tahoe magazine, and one reason I do it is I saw that you're in here under Paolas Creations. Now, is that something you do for your website or something like that?
Yes, I have a website for my handmade jewelry, and it's called Paolas Creations, and I have it for a few years now, and there are a collection of necklaces, earrings, and pendants.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure if you had the two sites, and then you can find that location by paulascreations.com. That's how I tracked you down today, because I wanted to look around at your items, and it's very, very beautiful.
Thank you.
And you call it unique, handcrafted, one-of-a-kind jewelry.
Yes, because I never repeat a piece 2 times.
And that's
I
one
always
thing.
do 1 time.
That's one thing I like already. But I told you my wife lost her earrings, so we can't buy the same piece.
No, I have to make another pair.
So
different.
I said, Deborah, don't worry. We'll get. We'll have to go with the pink ones. We have to go with the blue ones. But you were raised in Italy.
Yeah, born and raised in Italy, in Milano.
And you studied art.
Yes.
And then
design.
Art design. And then while traveling through Europe and South America, you visited and worked in museums.
Yes, I did different shows in museums, and I study art in museums, traveling, and I expose my pieces of antiques in different museums through South America. Right. And collection of beads through South America that I put together, yeah.
Well, I absolutely love museums, so I can see where it's a very good learning experience for somebody. And then in Paris, you worked in fashion research.
Yes, in Paris. For a while, I went back to live in Europe, and I lived between Milan and Paris, and I get in touch with the high fashion world. And due to the experience I had traveling and knowing different parts of the world, I was in charge for this stylist to research new materials for their collection. I never been in the front page, but I was in the back with other people working to build this collection for Mario Valentino, which is one of these vintage pieces, Ferré, Crizia, who else? Different designers, Versace, I get in touch with them also, and French names, and I went to Africa looking for snakeskin. I went to different parts of the world, even through Europe, looking for different artists that will work with us and design and put together new avant-garde jewelry for this designer. And then I get tired of it, and I moved to the United States, and I started to do this for myself.
Well, you have some very beautiful items, and also you said something about, tell me about the opal. What you told me actually was the Blackfire opal is the gemstone of Nevada.
Yes.
And we can find them in Humboldt County.
Yes, and this is black opal, and this comes from Australia actually, but the black opal is the gemstone of Nevada. Black opal is very rare and very difficult to find, and when there are some red incision, it's even more valuable. And in the old days, they had the superstition that opal will make you invisible, and then it started to come another superstition. I don't believe in this kind of superstitions, but there is a superstition that's a tale that says that one queen had a drop of holy water falling on her opal pendant, and she had some major problems, and so it became like the black eye of opal. So some people think that opal, you can wear it all in certain occasion, like some other people think the same thing about lapis, that they come from Afghanistan or other countries where there is the lapis, like Chile. And but black opal in the antique world, they used to be a powerful stone. They used to give you property like disappear in front of other people, and
wow.
yeah, and it was used in the mythology mostly.
Well, our psychic uses stones for her. I think she called it Sandy's psychic stones.
Yes.
And then she has a lot of power in them. Well, anyways, how do you find all these stones?
Well, the opal I have myself is mostly from Australia and from Peru, and I have some from Mexico also. The one I find from Australia come directly from the southern part of Australia, which is the 97% production of opal in the world, and is a acquaintance or friend of friends that come every year from that country and brings the opal. I used to travel. I don't travel anymore. I just stay in South Lake Tahoe. But I have people that there are a lot of people in this country that are much younger than me, that they travel around and look for a real gemstone that go in different parts of the world. Some gemstones like the Tourmaline, like the diamonds, like they're disappearing because they have been exploited too much and there is no more in the ground.
Well, I thought that someone said there was a big discovery of diamonds in Russia. That was a big...
yeah, now there is that in Russia, but then you have to deal with the Russian. But for what I know, before they were looking for diamonds in Africa and tourmaline in Brazil, in Italy also. And so the people look for new gemstones. And the interesting things to do is to go to big shows where you can find all new cuts and new gemstone that they can be interesting and my taste to design a beautiful necklace for somebody and give it at an affordable price.
Well, my wife just bought some stones from one of those home shopping networks shows.
Yeah.
And is that something, if she brought the stones to you, you could turn it into a necklace or earrings or something
Yes.
for her?
Yes,
So
I can do that. I can frame them with silver or gold over silver, or I can just design with them and make earrings, necklaces, bracelets, depends what she wants. Here I have some opal from Australia. I don't know if you can see from the light. It's really beautiful. That is the more common quality. It's white and green. See the green light of the opal? This is boulder opal from Australia, and the interesting part is that one side of the opal is almost white and the other side is brown. This is a compact stone, and I put it together with some blue topaz.
Those are very, very nice. Very unusual, too. Is that
Yes.
the idea is to create each thing that's very unique for the market?
Yes.
Well, how do you combine all these items? Do you just, each one's unique? You don't make a...
No, I don't design before. I just look at my stone. I have a table and I have a party studio where I keep all my pieces of silver that I do, my stones and my material that I find in antiques. Like I've been recently to Italy and I found some medallions that they are with a picture of queens, and I think they are vintage from the 20s, 40s.
So you went home to visit your family, you're working still?
Yes, I'm working still.
You're always working.
Workaholic. I'm always working.
You open your store early and you stay late.
Yes.
That's one reason why I'm always admiring your work ethic, because I went there the other morning and you were already open. And as it worked out, I had saw somebody that night and told them to come to your store. And she happened to come that morning too, because she won some money in the tournament. So I sent them over to your store because she wants to buy a graduation gift for her daughter, I believe.
Oh.
But you were open, so that was awesome. It was before 10, so that's awesome. And then I think that even the night before, you're open to about 10 again. It was after 9.
Yes,
so you're working 12-hour days.
I work a lot. Sometimes, then once in a while I take a vacation and close for a week or so. Or I have a couple of people in the store.
Well, we're going to take a break pretty soon. Do you want to go out and give out some more of your contact information so people can find you?
Yes. So my contact information is, you can contact me at Paola, that is written with O, like Oliver, and no U, because it's Italian, 0130 @yahoo.com, or you can call me, 530-307-1020, I'm local in Tahoe, or you can just stop by at Piccolito Pete, that is my store inside the Horizon Casino, near the reception desk. Is a little bit in the back, and of the casino, near the elevators, and we can talk if you have a particular project or you're looking for a particular stone. If I don't have it, I can find it for you.
Well, one thing I also liked about your store, besides you being there all the time, is that you can get, you work deals.
Yes.
If I want to buy a necklace, but I want to buy earrings to match it, because my wife wanted to have earrings to match her necklace, you'll work a deal on the second item, and it's just very nice and comfortable, because you make me look good, because I buy things the right way now. Before, I didn't have that anybody helping me in the store.
Yeah, I have this Italian blood. We like to...
We work a deal.
We like to make deals, like, oh, I give you this and give you that. Okay, this is okay. If it's okay, it's okay.
Well, it was fun, because the earrings that my wife just lost, I got them for Christmas, but I found out I could use some of my points that the Horizon gives me.
Yeah, we take comps now.
Yeah, so I take comps, so I think I only had like $42, but they gave me half of that to go towards your earrings, and it was a pretty darn good deal.
Yes.
So thank you, by the way, and she absolutely loved them. And there were droozies, and people kept on commenting about they're touching your ears because they were reflecting.
Yeah, they were druzy pink like this one almost, a little bit more clear. This is pink opal from Peru. Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, Paula's going to tell us more about her very unique jewelry. Thank you very much. Back with Paola Rescino of Piccolito Pete's Boutique, and she's going to show us how she makes jewelry.
Well, I brought some thing I put together to make a set. I have this strand of gray opal that I will put together with this pyrite pendant that I did, and I will mix it with some really rough aquamarine from Brazil. I like to mix different elements from different parts of the world, and I obviously it takes me more than 10 minutes to do all this, but I can start to do the earrings with this with the opal and the aquamarine from Brazil. So first we cut a piece of wire. Okay, so here I am doing a pair of earrings with some Australian opal, grey and green, some wire in sterling silver 925, some aquamarine from Brazil, and some silver.
Now, 925 is just the silver content?
Silver, yeah. Is the content.
Is that as high as you can get right now? For
Yes, unless you go for argentum, but it's almost the same. What they're doing now, they do a lot of silver field that people use because it's less expensive. It's like gold and gold field. So people use a silver field, but it's not the same consistency. I like to use silver. It's a little bit more expensive, but it lasts longer also. And to keep the silver always shiny, you just keep it, once you wear the earrings, you keep it in a plastic bag, and it will never tarnish. This is silver also, and we put this in here, and I don't have much light, but just like that, and then you wrap it again, the silver. This I wrap it before, because as I told you, there is no more much time to do the whole thing, and you do the silver work with this little wrap around the aquamarine. From this strand of aquamarine, you pick a couple of pieces that they have about the same size and shapes. So sometimes you have to have a lot of imagination because you have all these beads, and not all are the same shape unless you use round beads. But then it's kind of flat, the design. That's how I call it. So
that's very nice.
So I use different shapes. So with this you can make a lot of different things.
Well, when you order the stones, do they come in like this?
Yeah, they come in strand.
Come in strand?
Yeah, I pick the strand I like. But you see, this is large, this is pointed, this looks like a tooth. They're all different. And then you decide what you want to do with every piece, which kind of...
Now, where did these come from?
These come from Brazil.
Brazil?
Come from Brazil, and they're genuine. Then we take, for example, we open this strand with a plier of opal. We cut it here, and we cut another piece of silver, and you put...
you use a lot of opal.
Yes, I use a lot of opal, and I like opal. This probably is even not the right size for the bead. I had to go for a bigger bead because I have different sizes of silver, but the plan is to put some silver and some opal and some beads together on the other side, but this is not the right size of, it's too big, the wire, so we will put just a bead like that.
Like while you're working, I'm admiring your moonstone.
Yeah.
That is absolutely beautiful.
That's why I brought the moonstone, because the moonstone, for example, a lot of people confuse moonstone with opal, and they are two completely different stones.
Where is the moonstone from?
Moonstones come from India, and the good quality of moonstone has a rainbow inside.
This one does.
Yes, that's
even
a
this
very good
dark
quality.
little room, I see the rainbow.
That's a very good quality of moonstone. And if I had brought the thinner wire, which I didn't, I would have put a little bit of opal in this bead, but with this wire I don't go through, so when I at home I will make it with a smaller wire.
Well, that's okay. I just really wanted to make sure our viewing audience know that everything is Paola's Creations.
Yes, and because it will call the design, and this necklace is going to have this pyrite in the middle, and then I'm going to put some, it's kind of a primitive, I call high fashion design, and or naive. I will put this aquamarine, and so the earrings, they will have some aquamarine, some silver, and some opal, so it's matching.
Did you say this is pyrite?
This is pyrite. It's a beautiful stone. It's a very beautiful piece.
Where is that from?
Pyrite. I think it comes, pyrite, it comes from Brazil also.
Brazil.
Yeah, most of the stones come from Brazil. There is a department in Brazil that is called Minas Gerais, where they have a lot of gemstones. But I don't suggest to, unless you know really what you're doing, to go there and buy the stones, because they make you pay 3 times more than what is supposed to. And I don't know, I don't do this anymore, but you know, you got to know where you're going, with whom you.
Well, that's where your experience comes in. I see people who try to make similar items as you, but their prices are 4 times higher.
Yes.
And
because I do this for many years, and we became friends between people that sell me the stones, and they give me good prices, and
well, it's good to have friends, people you can trust.
And I can trust them. People that I can trust them, that the stones are natural, even though I know the stones. You know, because if you buy a stone that is not natural, eventually when you go to Hawaii, or you go to Mexico, to Cabo, or wherever you go with your necklace and your swimming suit and your tank top, even if you go to San Diego, wherever, or the beach in Tahoe, after a while that you are in the sun, your necklace will become white. Because the stone is not natural and we lose the color.
That's good to know if people aren't buying the right thing.
Yeah.
Now, these metal encasements, and you make those yourself?
Yes. Those I make them myself, not here, of course. We have we designed them. Now here there is not much light, but this is practically. It will remain like that, but it needs to have some opal here, and then I will put. I'm gonna make. I really like you can see, really long earrings. Even though when I was a little girl, they used to tell me. I say for me, little girl is 20. Don't get me wrong, because I am way older than that. But when you they used to tell me, oh, wear small earrings. I love big earrings, and I wear big earrings, and I design big earrings because they give a I don't know, an expression to the face. Some people don't feel comfortable with it. Sure, I try to do them not too heavy because I understand that you don't wear them all the time. You wear them in a special occasion, right?
Right.
Some people is worried about big earrings.
Actually, I wear them anytime I want to. Wear the my druzy.
And then, for example, you put this here. This. Wrap it in. The plier, flat nose plier, round pliers. I have 2,000 type of pliers, and I usually work with these 3 types. I always bring them with me, and I like a substantial wrap, not a little thing. So I put a lot of material because this is silver. This is an earring, and then you put the if I had, as I told you, if I had a smaller wire, I would have put some silver here, some opal here, but then I will put a piece of chain, but still the wire don't go, it come down here. See the chain here, and I will hang maybe another bead or some design with opal, and that's how you do. Then you look at them, maybe the day after you say, oh, but this don't look so good, let me change a little things, and that's how they started, and then that's how you wear them. It's just the beginning. It's not very complicated. You just have to design the different pieces. Some people can go buy the pieces. If you want to learn how to do, I can even teach you. I don't care.
We're back in. Paula, can you tell me about this piece here?
Okay, this is something I designed with a friend of mine, and I want to show this piece first because it's beautiful, and second to show the difference. Some people think that jade is turquoise and turquoise is jade. This is turquoise, this is jade. And this is druzy, and those are different gemstones. And those are beautiful necklaces that I designed, all one at a kind.
You can see why I like drusies. They really jump out. People think they're
Yes.
there's something hollower. They think they
It's,
touch them all the time just to see what it is.
Yes, it's treated with titanium, and there is some that is natural druzy that I didn't bring, but most of it is treated with titanium. It's an agate treated with titanium. So all this is available at my store.
And that's at the Horizon Casino and in State Line.
Yes.
And you're kind of by the front desk.
Yes, I was exactly near the concierge. The store name is Piccolito Pit. Piccolito, I told already one time, is a cat I had called Piccolito because it was small and frisky. And Pete is the dog of a friend I have. And we are near the reception desk inside the Horizon Casino, 50 Highway 50, State Line, Nevada. And if you like to purchase the jewelry online, you can go at www.paolascreations.com, and my phone number is 530-307-1020. The store is open every day except Tuesday and Wednesday, and we are open 9 to 9. Italian style, sometimes I'm closed for lunch, but I will be back in 1 hour.
Well, you are definitely a treasure of the area. We have a lot of artists on this show, and you're just one of a kind. I just wanted to make sure people knew that you make all your jewelry, and you're a very special person. So thank you, Paul, for being on Nevada Trails.
Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate that. It's a pleasure.
She's a treasure, so go and get your better half of druzy. They'll like it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.